Hey there, yoga friend. Keya Williams here, coming at you with a yoga tutorial. Today we are going upside down in one of my favorite yoga poses. It's an excellent pose to bring some oxygenated blood to your brain, helping you increase your efficiency and your focus. And it's just a fun thing to do. What pose am I talking about? I'm talking about headstand, or in this case, very specifically, Sirsasana, the very traditional headstand of yoga. So I'm going to show you how to work your way up into this posture, no matter what your fitness level is or your yoga experience level. And I'll also tell you how to get your hands on a free resource that I have available. It's called The Ultimate Guide to Inversions, and it'll teach you all about the do's and don'ts of doing inversions in your yoga practice safely and securely. So I'll tell you how to get that at the end of this tutorial. But for now, let's get into some Sirsasana. Yeah? Let's get started. All right, guys. So one of the things I like to have in hand for Sirsasana is a blanket. If you're beginning this practice, a lot of your weight will probably be placed on the crown of your head. And so the blanket is here just to give your head a little cushion, as well as giving your forearms a little cushion as well. All right, so I'm going to put that right up against the wall, and we're going to use the wall to help us into Sirsasana. All right, so as I'm kind of alluding to, once you get pretty advanced at Sirsasana, your head actually won't really be pressing into the floor. You'll kind of be hovering an inch or a half an inch above the floor, because your shoulders and your upper body will be doing the work for you. But as we work up into it, we start to build the strength. All right, so I'm going to show you how I place my hands for Sirsasana. I clasp my hands here, and then I tuck my bottom pinky finger in. That allows me to have a flatter base along the edge of my fist. And then I draw my inner arms in towards each other so that my shoulders and my elbows are in the same line. All right, so I'm going to take those arms and put them down onto my blanket here. And my knuckles are pretty much right up against the wall, maybe about a half an inch away from the wall. So from here, I'm going to bring the crown of my head right down in between this nest I've made. The first option, guys, is just to stay like this. Okay? If this feels tense on your neck, just bringing your head down here, then this is probably where you should stay. Okay? If you want to go a step further, you're going to curl your toes and lift your hips. Right? So this looks a lot like dolphin, except for our head is down. I'm still pressing my forearms down into the floor. I'm not relying on my head to support me. All right? The next thing we're going to do is walk the feet in, and we're going to try to curl ourselves into a little ball. Right? So this requires you to use your core strength to get yourself into a ball. Once you are pretty comfortable here, then I'm going to straighten at my hips, but bring my feet to the wall. Right? So once I have my feet to the wall, I can start to feel this feeling of kind of being more straight up and down. Once you're there and comfortable there, then I'll stretch one leg up, and I'll stretch the other leg up, and I'll try to hold myself here without the wall. Okay? So you take a couple of breaths. And when you're ready, you'll come back down the same way you came, right? So you're going to put your feet back on the wall if that was your support. You're going to draw the knees back in. You're going to bring the toes back down. And then you'll bring the knees back down. And always finish out your inversions by taking a child's pose. Relaxing the shoulders, and take a few breaths here. All right? And when you're ready, come on up. Okay? So one of the great things about learning how to support yourself in Sirsasana is that you can end up, once you get good at this, being in Sirsasana for minutes upon minutes at a time, right? And some people say this is the king posture of yoga, meaning that everything else that we do in our asana practice is to work our way up to this posture. Take it or leave it is one of my favorite things to do, and it just might be yours. So now into that free resource I told you about. You can get your hands on my ultimate guide to yoga inversions. It talks about all the do's and don'ts to getting into your upside down poses in yoga and doing it safely and with a little bit more ease. To get that, just go to my website at nourished-motherhood.com/upside down. Now, upside down is one word together, okay? So nourished-motherhood.com/upside down. If you have any questions about Sirsasana or any other inversions, I'd love to hear about it. You can drop me a comment below. If you'd like me to work up another tutorial, let me know. I'm happy to work up another one for you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really enjoyed it. Until next time, gang, I'll see you around. Take care.